One of the biggest questions which I had when I was around 11 years old was that why was there like some people who were hugely successful, people who achieved their dreams, for changing entire lives, the world, while there was another group of people who were equally as ambitious, but they never got to do what they set out to do. They were ambitious, but they stayed mediocre, average. And this was a big question that I had because I didn't want to turn out like them. I wanted to be the guy who said that he was going to do this thing and actually did it. Not just talked, but did the talk. Over the years, as I started learning more about these people, like Jeff Bezos, Phil Knight, Elon Musk, I found out that they all had one thing in common. And it wasn't their hard work ability, perseverance, or anything like that. It's something that most people don't really talk about. It's that they all went through a period of fear and doubt, a period where nothing was going for them. They were failing at everything. Everything that they did had little to no output, no results. These people, they mastered the art of making fear and doubt their allies, their friends, rather than their enemies. And because of that, they usually came out at the top. And the thing is, it's the same for all of us. Us, like as I mean me and you, and everybody watching. Like, we want the big thing, we want the big dream, we want to achieve this big, huge thing, huge milestone, we want to change lives and everything. But we're afraid as soon as it gets dark, as soon as we don't see any results, as soon as we fail at something, as soon as that happens, we tend to go back to what we were doing previously, and then no progress is being made. We tend to give up just because of a slight failure, a slight error. And I remember reading the book Think and Grow Rich. It's about basically a book which talks about the key principles of being successful. We should give it a read, but one of the key principles in that book was it's literally said you have to go through a period of failing, a period of fear and doubt, a period where you don't know what you're doing is going to work or not. And you have to go through that. If you don't, you won't get to the point you want to be at, you want to end up at. You see, we are at point A and we want to go to point B over here. And the thing is, what lies between point A and B is a wall, a period of fear, failure, and doubt. And this wall right here, you must go through it. You can't go over it, you can't go around it or below it. You must go through this wall if you want to reach point B, the end result, the end goal. For me, that's like 100,000 subscribers. Maybe for you, that is getting all A stars. Maybe it's earning money online. Whatever it is, you must go through this wall. Because the thing is, this wall right here, it acts as a filter, kind of. It acts as a filter from those who actually want it enough, who badly want it, who are actually serious about it, from those who are just trying it out. You know, like you say, like, oh bro, I'm gonna try out this dropshipping thing, I'm gonna try out this affiliate marketing thing. If you try out things, you can't make it work. Like Yoda said, right? Do or do not. There is no try. The reason I bring all of this up, the reason I'm talking to you about this, is because I know my younger self, if he didn't know this, he would probably give up at the first sight of failure, of fear, of doubt, because that's literally what I did. I started all these business models like SMMA, dropshipping, and which could have potentially worked out, right? But I gave up at the first sight of fear, of failure. I remember starting a business model and 2 weeks later switching it because I faced some kind of failure in that business model, and then again another business model, but then I switched again because, again, fear, failure, doubt. You see, you can never go from point A to point B without going through this period of not knowing what you're doing, not knowing if it's going to work or not, or seeing no results. You have to go through it. You have to stay in that period, in that pathway. You have to keep going. You're in the right direction. It's not like you are some other direction. You are in the right direction to point B. You just have to keep going. You're halfway there. You just are being tested to see if you actually want it badly enough or not. You see, it is supposed to be hard. Get that in your head. If it wasn't, everybody would be achieving it. Because it is, 90% who try quit. And if you don't want to be a part of that 90%, all you have to do is just keep going. All you have to do is withstand and prevail.